Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so what we're going to do in this video is it's going to be a pretty short video, but all it is going to go over the first couple questions of the Dilations worksheet. And once again, this is an extra practice worksheet that you should be going through and answering, showing your work, making sure that you understand how to answer some of these dilation questions. So like I said, we're going to go over the first couple questions. I'm going to go over one dilation question with you, so please follow along. You can re-watch this video if you need to, but for the most part, what we do in the first problem is what you're going to be doing throughout this worksheet. So please make sure you're paying attention, please make sure you're following along, and make sure that you write down some notes while you are answering these questions. So what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is that first part, or the top part of the first page of this worksheet. And once again, once you've put your name and the date on there, the directions of this worksheet are answering the following questions to the best of your ability. For the y-axis, use the same scaling as the x-axis. All right, so the first three questions are just fill in the blank, and you should be able to answer these questions from the previous video, but once again, we can go over this. So, number one, in math, the word dilation means to enlarge or reduce a figure. Enlarge simply just means to make it bigger. Reduce means to make it smaller. Number two, if a scale factor is less than 1, we know that the figure gets smaller. And finally, number three, if the scale factor is greater than 1, then the figure gets bigger. And we should know those three things. We should know that a dilation means to make something bigger or smaller. If a scale factor is less than 1, the figure gets smaller, and if it's greater than 1, then it gets bigger. So once again, we are going to go over number 4. This is the question I'm going to go over with you. Please make sure you are following along, taking some notes, and this is what you will need to do for the other questions on this worksheet. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Question number 4. It says, graph the dilated image of triangle JKL using a scale factor of 2 and 0, 0 as the center of dilation. So once again, there are some things that I said in the last video that we need to know. Those things include the center of dilation, which we know is at 0, 0, and the scale factor, which we know is 2. The first thing that we need to do here is find our ordered pairs for J, K, and L. So the first side, or the left side, underneath the question is once again space where we can find our points. So we need to find our points J, K, and L. So let's find point J first. Point J is at 2, 4. Point K is at 1, 1. And point L is at 4, 0. And once again, if you remember what we just talked about in our last video, we know that the rule here is that xy is simply x times our scale factor, which is 2, and y times our scale factor, which is 2. So for all of these, I can simply say that I'm going to multiply by 2 for both my x and y value. Now, if I do that, I can find J prime, K prime, and L prime. So, 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. That's my ordered pair for J prime. If I do the same thing for K now, 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 2 is 2. That's my new ordered pair for K prime. And finally, L prime, 4 times 2 is 8. 0 times 2 just stays 0. And now I have all three of my new ordered pairs, which is going to help me dilate this image and find our new triangle. So now that I have this, I can plot my points here on my graph. I go to 4, 8. So right 4, up 8. That is up here. And I'm going to label that J prime. I go over 2, up 2, which is right there, and I'm going to label that K prime. And I go over 8, don't go up any, so stay at 0, and label that L prime. And if I connect these points together, I know that my pre-image went under a scale factor of 2, which made it bigger, and this is what the image looks like. So once again, this is question number 4. You are going to be doing something similar for every question on this worksheet. If you have questions, please know that you can watch this video again. Please know that you can you can ask a teacher, and I also have an answer key hanging up on the board that you can use to help you out. So please make sure you're doing your work. Thank you for watching.